The Wildcard walked out. Torsos, who has never done anything to anybody, with his fever, if they put their hand there, it's like, what did you say? Yeah, you're booing. Like, what are you doing?
Was that accent?
Yeah, you're booing us there, you drongo. But then, I imagine that's all the Furia fans there wanting to support the South American countrymen in secret who, exactly as Fancy said, they need to get this top 8. They need to win one more series, then they're eligible for the $500,000 they would get as part of the club championship. So not only are this team's secret Rocket League team playing for their own lives in the competition, they are playing for their orgs and the other teams that have represented the badge on their chests.
So just a tiny bit of pressure, not a ton. Yeah, but on the flip side of things, of course, Wildcard looking to redeem themselves, especially after Raleigh. They'd gotten so close to hopefully getting out of another Swiss, not quite that time, so maybe a top 8 here could make all of the world.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
I'm so sorry, I'll have to listen to this.
Oh, he's back again, baby. Banana Head with the Banana Mobile. I want that preset. I want none of these try-hard Mina Fenix. I want that preset right there. Do you think that's just an anti-tilt mechanism? Because he's got no reason right now to be tilted. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he does.
And cue the car swap.
Yeah. Head straight back over towards the Octane, or just a much more sensible Fennec. It's Torsos with a silly backflip that gives Motta the first opening.
Just a little pass off the backboard there. You saw third man rotate a little bit too far out. We definitely went boost over ball on that one. Hopefully, same mistake doesn't get made again. But KB1 trying to spot Swift. It was a really good read there by Fever. Well, 30 seconds into this one, Team Secret has had all the pressure.
Yeah, Wildcard wanting to make sure that they maybe just get that same level of confidence that they had versus Dignitas. They did manage to be honest, tilt Dignitas. Jorius was so frustrated when he came and joined us on the sofa after that series. Jack said it never felt like they really got into it. I think the cars are a huge part of that. If you see this vehicle bearing down on you, there's going to be something in your head that thinks, oh, they shouldn't beat us. They don't deserve to beat us. And we've seen before that OCE can be the Sam Killers. That is a legacy that CJ left at the majors and through all of his career. OCE do seem to have that knack to be able to beat South American teams, but Team Secret so far do look that little bit better.
They really do. They've had, honestly, an incredible weekend so far. They've pretty much progressed as time has gone on despite their loss yesterday. But of course, Wildcard, although also haven't quite found as much success, might be able to get back into it here. Oh, gross pass. Love the patience on this one. Were we waiting on Fever or Torsos?
Fever.
Dang it.
Fever's yet to score, and I also got
getting closer though. He's assisting.
He got an assist. That's one step away. I got quite a devastating statistic at the top of this series. Fever, if he doesn't score in this series and then they end up losing, he will be the only OCE player ever to come to an EWC and then is without a goal.
I don't believe that that's happening here. I think the boys are going to set him up for success, and Fever's going to solo right here into the Musty off the side and no touch.
2 minutes through, and it's a completely drawn game as Torsos wants to commit, but sees Banana Head going forwards for that ball. Swift central, no chance on the dunk for him, unfortunately, as now Torsos works his way through. Again, no opportunity. Banana Head does not pick up that back boost. Gets set nice and high. There's opportunities here for Wildcard to break through that final defensive line, but currently they are unable to. Halfway through the game now. On that back line, Torsos doesn't really get it too far away. Fever, again, gives away control of that ball. The bump attempt from KB1. Tries to execute it on the final line, sent long by Thieves.
This one up into the backboard, off the corner, in the mid. We're going to see who's going to get first touch on this one. Torsos drives him upfield. You thought it could have been a slight open, but the demo on the back end might have hit it. Banana Head had shot opportunity here. Torsos with the follow, still too high.
I mean, onto the crossbar, you then hear Fever have it ring out across the entirety of the map. You look so sad for what I've said about Fever so far, and now you're laughing. How dare you laugh at him?
How dare I?
How dare you laugh at him?
No, I'm quite literally his biggest fan right now.
I want him to score. I really would like that.
I want him to get a save here.
Yeah, that's fair. But Swift as well, 17th birthday. We won't subject you to our singing for our happy birthday, because nobody needs to hear that, quite frankly. But the Tesk have already done that. A lovely touch on Swift, showing up so far on the biggest day of his 17-year-old life.
Yep, all 7 hours of them.
All 7 hours of them.
Sidewall gets sent back into that corner there. Mata, a little bit of an awkward clear for Team Secret, but still, even on zero boost, managed to follow it fairly far. It's Torsauce that took it away. Everyone's just going to slow it down with what he's got, but I love this aggression from Torsauce. Fever takes this one for his own. Less than 1 minute in this game at number 1. I will say Team Secret has looked like the better team, but at the end of it, Wildcard is managing to keep up. I think defensively that is what kept them in it for the most part, and it still is.
I mean, nobody, I think, thought the bump was going to be happening. Everybody thought that was going to come straight down towards that final shot. First man to it is one. Up high, towards the opposite side of the pitch. Final 30, Motta onto the backboard. Fever wants a challenge, but Motta's going to be a little bit too quick for him. And no bump successful on Swift.
Torsauce has to let that one go over him there. Team Secret really just went back on this ball. They're trying to pass. The cut from Fever could have been the dream. The first goal goes missing. 10 seconds on the clock. Follow shot sent on out. And here comes Fever. Can he spot Torsauce? He slows it down. He goes for himself. Stumpy, he's done it.
He did it!
He's fine, and it's a good one too.
It's a huge goal from Fever. The fact that he's been kept scoreless so far. He scores in the same round as our previous players of Sosa and Torres. Fever, my guy, you do not set the record today, but you may well set the record straight against Team Secret in game number 1. Swift, that first man to it, it bounces low in front of the net, a big clear. Swift has to send it central, KV1 straight back to him, too low. Too little, too late on Wildcard, game number 1.
And most people are going to look at that, they're going to be like, oh, this is a massive shock, like, it should be Team Secret very, very easily. No, you do need to remember, as time has gone on, especially in this last season or two, Wildcard and OCE in general, Banana Head really was kind of the one that did like the whole map picking thing for them. They are closing the gap with most regions, whether they like it or not. So the fact that Wildcard was able to get this first game is a huge deal and step of confidence. Again, this is an elimination match. And of course, Team Secret, they got a lot of pressure on their shoulder here, but that Fever solo play, he's finally stepped up. He's in it. He's back in it.
The Doomsday Dish as well here at the EWC, and something that I think that is going to go under the radar, something that Johnny Boy's filled me in on. Apparently, both Torsauce and Banana Head are both currently using backers mod to make their cars look completely different on their screens. So only the opponent is seeing their troll presets. That is genius. That is so clever. They see a normal car on their side. Meanwhile, their opponents have to deal with the boost sound that they've got.
Us and the entire world.
Us and the world has to deal with it. Can we get back as mod on our observer PCs? Wildcard though, game number 1, despite Secret, but pretty much like a larger percentage of it, looking like the better team.
Yeah, they really and truly are. I do think this is a lot more equal than people are assuming, but you are right, they are playing much better than people would have expected coming into this one. Great 50 forward from Fever. This one taken away, Torsauce. I love the lean on it. That's how you know they are so locked in. And for now, Wildcard, first 30 seconds is all in their favor.
And so far, this pressure has been quite clearly on the side of the OCE team. Fever up, but does get beaten. KV1 over the top. Motta ignores ball, goes for man. And my word, I'd want to demo that car as well.
That baffles me. Was that the case yesterday too, when everybody was complaining?
Yeah, maybe.
So does that like discredit everybody's conversations of saying that they weren't taking it seriously? And
It honestly might, because they've clearly thought about it.
Yeah.
I love that tactic so much. There's that boost meta as well for a little while, where it's the grass boost used instead. But that one, you may not be able to see the grass boost, and you may not be able to see KV1 coming either. But sending it right below the final defender. Torsos has to respect it, has to jump realistically. Team Secret again start off the scoring.
It's a really good shot overall. Back into kickoff. Team Secret gonna lead this game number 2 here. Fever goes back on a challenge, is gonna come in. It's past 1, not past 2. It's more so dead balled on this and 50 out to the side.
Oh, great read from Tors there. Manages to get it towards the goal. I mean, not the best touch, but the fact that he did get the touch is very impressive. The speed of that ball coming through. Wildcard right now looking pretty locked in. One just above the bar. Swift has to clear it away, and a boost steal. Then sees Torsos midfield, can move forward. Swift shoots wide, but straight down it bounces. And Torsos can clear it away. Finds Banana Head on the right-hand side. Punches it towards Fever. On target! His second of EWC, and another vital goal.
You love to see it. Banana Head was so deep far in that third, and he chose that right moment to sneak on up. Great setup, great pass, but seeing Fever get involved like this has been such a difference maker for this squad.
It's the final 2 now. Fever punches it away from that backboard. On round the defenders as well, or the attacking players of Team Secret, and it has been a fantastic showing from Wildcard. Secret slowed down somewhat. KV1 has to stretch straight towards the back. One chance of B-Head is all he needs.
This is the Banana Head that took KC.
He looked devastated. The fan cam. He looked like he was about to cry, then just shaking his head like, no.
The amount of times I have seen these fans out there, their reactions are honestly something else. I love it.
They're so animated.
They're so excited. I feel like the Falcons fans are very like subdued if like something happens to the other team, but these guys, they are heartbroken.
They are heartbroken. I mean, Team Secret, if they end up going out here after their fantastic performance at the majors this season so far, in the main event, in the RLCS, it's going to be a big shame if they then don't end up winning a single series. 2 minutes 20, KV1 picks it up in the midfield, doesn't go for a reset, has to actually tip it over one, and it's great positioning as well, because Wildcard just send one to beat him, and then the second is unable to just clear the ball away.
Well, there was an attempt at a pass here up into the air. Mana was going to almost get over one. Torsos is leading like his life depends on it, and it has helped him at least touch this ball and keep it out. No boost in the tank, though, to the wrong defender. Means the pass is right on the bottom ground. Like I was saying, it's the wrong person to be defending had no boost.
And look, the fans are a lot happier now. He went from tears to anger to upset to now finally smiling. Team Secret get their second. They tie the game up.
I guess it's just like it's a Sam thing. Everybody just loves each other no matter who you are. Banana Head center to no man's land instead. Fever just tries to keep this one in. You saw some attempted pushing in the net there.
Oh, the boom!
Find another one on the way out. Fever was the next up in line. It started with Banana Head on that one, but Torsos, he saw that KV1 still had time to cut. He said, no, your shot's going in.
Torsos, you nightmare, you bully. I love that too. It's when Fever is like actually smiling, talking to his team and getting animated as well, because he's quite a quiet guy, he's quite a subdued guy. When he is properly animated and it's so competitive, what a competitor he ends up being. 3-2, the leaders for Wildcard.
They're throwing everything out on the field. There is a very, very solid chance they could do this. They're holding on to that 1-goal lead with just over a minute to go here in game number 2. 2 up for this ball. Control in the corner does go to Team Secret. Fever already was trying to pre-jump and predict on this one, but KV1's got the beat. The read off the backboard, though, keeps them in this. And for now, Team Secret got to keep applying the pressure.
And we're seeing so far Secret struggle to connect these final touches. Their setups are fantastic. This is what managed to have them beat Fury earlier in the season. Slips intelligently goes corner, 60 boost, a shot on target, cleared away. So far, Wildcard do stay safe.
Wildcarder's also working with half a tank of boost all the way around, except Torsauce finally got that 100. Could help work with Fever to get this clear out. Nope, up to Banana Head on this one. Less than 30 seconds on the clock. Still holding on to that 1-goal lead. Team Secret trying to set each other up. Banana Head takes it away for his own, and it's almost in their net, but at least further away from their own.
It's a pinch that goes actually pretty well for Wildcard here, because Boost now in their control as well, and the ball. Fever tries to touch it across, isn't able to, helped on by that final Secret player. It's 5 seconds between the series point here for Wildcard. On target, cleared away, straight to Swift. Ball has to stay in the air. Up high, once again above the crossbar. Who's there next? It's on target! It is Motta!
Team Secret, 0-second goal, avoid a match point. Overtime is where we're heading.
Banana Head, a fumble off the backboard, didn't make any contact. But what a play, and the positioning from Motta is sublime. Comes for a 50 there from Fever. We saw him be a great competitor early in regulation. That should carry over to overtime. That's a near miss there from Torsauce. Thank goodness he has the Dominus. I don't think he makes that touch with the Octane.
Now, go for a little battle of control in that corner there. Banana Head's done such an incredible job
hello.
so far, keeping it out. Big ol' clear. Puts Wildcard upfield. Demo comes out. Another attempted center. KV1's touch actually was almost in Wildcard's favor. And Motta's working with everything, just natural power. Swift next. Torsauce takes it away. And right now, Wildcard are trying to keep from stumbling on this momentum.
I mean, both sides didn't realize that they had opportunities to score, or rather, they couldn't react just in time. Motta, a huge chance. Not able to sink it, though. Fever onto that backboard, straight towards B-Head. The full court carry is in progress. He actually changed boost, I think, somehow. Maybe we didn't see it earlier. It's a low 50. Swift can save it away, and the boost for Team Secret is dire right now.
You're going to have to get some sort of a resource if you want to be able to continue to defend. KV1's clear is a big one. Motta's going to try up the sidewall. He almost does it, but angle not quite on target. How has he hoped? Instead, it's Wildcard. Pass over to Banana Head. Pre-jump, save out.
I mean, that's a lot of fish coming out of Torsauce's side, and he has not been stinking up the gaff here. In game number 2, he's looked great. I'm very impressed across the board with all of these players. The resilience or their ability to stay in the lead has been fantastic so far. Swift can't find his teammate. And then the low 50 again. Fever fancied that on target, isn't able to. 2 minutes now in overtime. Banana Head, the last man to receive the ball.
Been such a pillar in keeping Wildcard in possession of this ball so many times. Fever tried to play it slow. Torsauce up next. Banana Head might try and sneak this one in. It got just away from him on this one. You can feel the pressure building in the arena, on the field. Reset has the flip taken away. And that's not going to stop Wildcard here. Pressure is still on.
2.5 minutes now. KV1 clearing away from his own goal line. Only goes as far as Banana Head, who whiffs again. That was the issue. That's why they ended up conceding at the end of regulation before. Motta. But nobody really. Torsauce to receive. Didn't really have to jump there, but does opt to. Therefore uses a lot of boost. A very important resource here in this overtime in particular. Motta very intelligently takes it low via the boost as well. Torsauce onto ceiling, sends it low. It's on target, cleared away again by a Secret player. But the pressure is building for Wildcard.
Fever is going to be the one to try and end it here. It's a floater in front of the net. Motta over to KV1. Team Secret, they've tried to spot each other, but it's not really formulating into a play. It's just these 2 passes to attempt to get past the mid-line. They continue to get cut off, even in this half. KV1 over to Swift. Fever cuts him off again.
I mean, as we pass the 3 minutes 20 mark, we do officially get the longest overtime in the EWC event so far in Rocket League. And it's both up for Wildcard and Secret to be able to take it. Both looking equally as likely so far. One central. The shot is on target, but very quickly blocked away. Swift goes up to challenge. 2 are up to save it on that chance for WC.
Right now, Wildcard has 2 members on 0 boost. Everybody had a few moments to gather some resources on this, and that might be enough to get the clear. It does. Motta's going to try and keep this out from staying on target, but here comes Wildcard. Fever stayed deep in that third. It's a pretty solid field shield, but it stays out.
It's a lovely touch there. I think that was B-Head wanting to find Fever again. It's a great idea, but somehow read by the defensive Team Secret. Swift on target, cleared away routinely by Fever. Who's next to it? It will be Banana Head, but with no ability to carry on, he does get bumped away.
The thing that's starting to scare me as time goes on, Wildcard has had a couple of double commits on these attempted touches, so you can definitely tell that things are ramping up. And you're gonna have to get synergetic. KV1, reset over 1, Banana Head denies.
Oh, what a touch from Tors. Great job. The heat check did its job. It checked the heat, but Torsus was there already cooking in the kitchen. Into the corner, Banana Head, the next man, wanting to continue on that ball. Sees one central, Swift receives the pass. Mott's now the next one to it. My word, almost 5 minutes.
We're gonna see if it makes it the entire way there, Mata.
The demo!
Team Secret take Wildcard off the field. Fever's starting to get back into it. You can see them on it too. Just the sheer reaction tied series overall.
That was a very nervy overtime. You know what? Neither team sat back. Neither of them were just waiting. Neither are playing it boring and defensive. Both sides going all out. Full entertainment mode, which I respect them both for a lot. And it just ends up coming down to Secret having the nerve, and they are able to secure game number 2.
I do want to point out the finger injury.
Yeah, that's really hard to play with.
I didn't notice that before. I don't know if that definitely had to have been today. It was not there yesterday, I don't think so.
But that's an important button, L1, because that's like normally...
I wouldn't know. To me, that's a jump button.
You jump on L1?
No, that's on the mouse.
You play KVN?
Yes!
You are sick in the head. As is Torsos in this lobby. And bear in mind, coming from that 0-second play. Sorry, I've called you sick in the head. Lovely play there, but it's Banana Head. He had boost, he just missed jumps by a pixel.
That's so unfortunate on that too. But I will say Wildcard have to keep their heads held high after that one. It was not a bad performance by any means throughout that game. But for now, we're gonna have to see, does Wildcard bounce back? Now, Wildcard has faced off against Team Secret before. They fell to them 1-3 at the Raleigh Major. Hoping to come up with a new story for themselves here. Fever shot on target, Swift to send off. Rare miss just overhead. Sends Wildcard retreating home.
I mean, Team Secret got a lot of momentum here. That was a very well-earned overtime by them. It was very well played from both sides.
Yes.
And you know what? The amount of bumps that we saw as well, I'm amazed that overtime lasted 5 minutes. But it comes down to the final bump, that final demo. In regulation, when a couple of the bump demo goals to Banana Head. He threatens going for the bump on the backboard, and that is enough to keep Swift at bay.
And that's what Wildcard's gonna start doing. They're gonna start having to pull out these mind games onto Team Secret, especially if Team Secret's just coming in full force with those demos, taking them off their back line. Wildcard has no issue finding shot opportunity against Team Secret. More so about getting through into that net around the corner. Swift tries to set himself up. No center here. Mata's going to try off the sidewall for KV1. Low boost means pretty decently easy save for Wildcard.
Oh, what a pass. That is a stunning pass to remove all the speed from that ball as well as it's going across. Look at how he has to tackle this. Goes back in front of it, drops it in front of the net. Lovely play between the two. The birthday boy finding Motta and the equalizer very much in tow.
I love how in sync this team is too. A lot of their stuff is going to be setups to each other in some form or fashion. First demolition of this one, though, going to KV1. We're going to see if the aggression keeps up. Crazy goal line save there from Mata, and maybe the shot off Swift.
It's end to end. 2 shots coming in on opposite goals in about 5 seconds of each other. Lovely play from both teams. I love the aggression from both sides too. Both knowing, cool, it's our last chance and we will send everything.
3:35 on the clock. It's been fairly back and forth. Not as much heavy possession at one given time as there was in game number 1 here. Mata takes this one back. Team Secret really want to regain this ball here. Swift off the sidewall, leaves it for KV1. It's a good attempt to get this one all the way over to Swift. They're working together to try and get around the defense, but Banana Head has been such a thorn in their side. Defensively, so many cuts have slowed down Team Secret throughout this game.
I feel like Banana Head has been a thorn in everybody's side when you play against him because of how fast he is. He's got the boost button just taped down. Like he doesn't stop. He is always going. And that's also a way that you can shut him down. Get rid of the boost, get rid of him from the pitch. A lovely play from him. Goes off ball, comes straight back onto it. And look at the speed that he picks up throughout the pitch. Immediately to the 100, boost is down, onwards, gets the miss there, but then that means that KV1, because B-Head is there, even though he makes no contact, he has to shy away.
Even his pathing is taking those pads away from Team Secret when they're in their half. Second half of this game underway. Still a tied game overall. Demos coming out from Wildcard, just trying to do a forced pushback onto Team Secret here. Torsos gets that 100 boost in the midfield, enough to at least make a challenge, but again, that big clear comes through. Banana Head been an incredible third man on this one. One goes overhead though.
We've seen in that last game as well, a couple of big things coming through. It was the longest ever EWC overtime that we have seen in all EWC events, 4 minutes and 53 seconds. And also, the average demos per game right now is about 8.6. In that last game, there were 17. It was a demolition derby. Incredible play from both sides. Yes, we did have that overtime, but my word, the sheer numbers going forward. It's very aggressive between these two sides. As we were saying, it is all ball, full ball play from both teams. With 90 seconds remaining, it's leveled up again. There is very little separating these sides.
Torsos is going to try and get them through on this. Mata gets bumped off the play. It is low boost all the way around for Team Secret, so this would be the perfect opportunity for Wildcard to go forward, but somehow they were getting pushed back into their own half, enough for resources to be found.
Sorry, that speed from Torsos is great. Completely dusts whatever defender it was that was up. He beat him by about 4 car lengths.
Yep. It is astounding at how much faster they're getting. Overtime fever. That's a beautiful save, man. And it is
God, you credit Fever for the save here. Why not an assist while he's at it? Sees B-Head, absolutely rocks it towards the left side. 50 seconds now, ticking down. Wildcard, another lead, but we've seen what Secret can do at the end of these games.
Actually, such a peak transition out of their own half. Banana Head would have already had to have been ready for it. Torsos keeps this one out, bumps into Banana Head actually on this. And now they have that 1-goal lead. They've been in this position before. They lost it in the 0 second in that game number 2 there and lost it in OT. They don't want the same story here.
30 seconds remain. Thank you, Shogun. Up high from Torsos, and if they can keep this ball away from their goal line, they're going to be happy. They don't care where it goes so long as not in. They need to do no more. 15 now, KV1 up high to Swift. Motta is lurking, waiting for his chance again! And at the death, Motta gives Wildcard a little bit of deja vu.
Team Secret have fully grasped that you just got a full send commit the entire team forward on this, and you can get on through. All 3 members were within inches of that net. Tied game, 12 seconds on the clock. Off the kickoff we go. Banana Head's going to try and make the beat on it. It pinches out to a center, and it's wide.
Oh, Fever now just has to wait at the back. He's low. Touchdown from B-Head. It's another OT. These teams, there isn't even a hair between them.
No, this is definitely one of the closer matchups. If anybody thought that this was going to be one-sided, you were definitely wrong. They faced off before, and I assume Wildcard would have come into this with some sort of at least recognition of what to fix from their last time meeting up in Raleigh. Trying to flip the script on that 1-3 loss that they've faced off in the Swiss. The small center gets denied. Banana Head, no boost, gets sent back. No second touch. Fever up next in rotation. Wildcard getting a little too close for comfort in that corner there, but thankfully that clear out will do them a wonder. Shot! Attempted redirect. Down does not go in.
a great pass back from B-Head as well. He can then find Fever. The midfield is all his. Swift goes up, but that flip reset is stunning. Gets at the top of one, but not quite the final two that now come in. It's a bump. That pretty much goes in favor, actually, of Wildcard. Look at the pressure they can now pile on as Secret find themselves in quite awkward positions.
A little bit of a slow ball there. Banana Head wanted to rush on in with it. Managed to also get that 100 boost off the ceiling, makes the pass over to Torsos. Awkward touch, couldn't quite make the shot that he wanted to on it, but it's not going to stop Fever from trying to get this save. Again, Banana Head really has been that crucial momentum from that midline forward for Wildcard.
I mean, these passes round are so nice from the side of Wildcard. Like the fact that they're going for these passes and then following them straight up is putting Secret on edge. The shot on target, pinched away by Motta. Here's the dagger and the savior, both at once. It's a fake, it's a shot, it's on target, but no!
It's a pinball and out, and Team Secret get another chance at this game. And you know if you're Wildcard, your heart is racing. Banana Head's already trying to go forward. There's no bump on either defender in the net on this one. For now, it's a clear from Team Secret out into the corner. Banana Head follows it, leaves this one demoed off the play. In general, it's shot opportunity off the backboard. Follow comes in, and it's sent off.
Torsos just has to dive in front with no boost. It's dangerous. And look at now the pressure really starts to mount. Fever, the only player with any real amount of boost. Torsos can pick up some. Fever then gets a wonderful 50. B-Head not quite reacting quick enough to send it straight into the sidewall for a skim or a pass. Tors, the next one to it, does miss, but that then forces Motta to miss as well.
Half a game of regulation in this OT. Does Fever end it here? He goes for the double bump. It's still not enough. Banana Head's desperately trying to see if Torsos is going to commit to the play. But right now, Wildcard a little bit too late to everybody's idea on that one, and it does go wayside. But Fever's going to try again. Takes his time with this one forward, off into the corner. Who's next other than, of course, Banana Head?
Yeah, I mean, that was just an alley-oop, then straight to Banana Head. It stays in that corner the entire time, unfortunately, for Wildcard. This now, I'm pretty sure, is the second longest overtime at the EWC this year, compared to the previous game that managed to take the title for all of the EWCs, 4:53 to beat. Fever up high. Sees one towards the right. Can he 50 it there? He does do so. Banana Head, the next one to it. On target, it's barred down and saved!
That is the second time that they have hit crossbar or post and their shots go out. And you know that's got to be a frustrating one. Banana Head's going to try again here. Lost control on this ball. Fever calls himself off. It's low boost. And they got to race back to this one. Can he get the... No! He had to try and get the boost. He had nothing on the way back. And he knew that it was a gamble at that point. The cut was just a bit too wide. And Wildcard lets this one get away from them.
I can't even really fault Wildcard for their shots either. They were near pixel perfect. Yes, technically they could have been a bit better. But within the realms of possibility, they were essentially exactly what they needed. And the saves from Secret, their defense, utterly sublime. And currently, a big visual difference maker is that Secret, they have a coach. They have someone standing behind them. Jimmer is unable to be here. He's still with Wildcard. He's just unable to be at this event. Not too sure why. Love to Jimmer. We love seeing him at all of the events normally. But that is going to be a really big difference maker. Wildcard need to lift themselves out of this situation. And again, it was a Team Secret very late equalizer. Yes, it was almost the exact same story that we got before. Of course, I think a 0-second goal in that game one was a little bit more intense, but the bounce out is so frustrating. There's that wide turn I was talking about from Fever. He knew he had no boost. I do think if he had just committed to the cut and attempted to go center on that and just predict where it was going, there might have been a world, but of course... You have to nail every input as if you know what's about to happen as well. Like, put that in a training pack, and I think Fever, if he knows where it's going, he can get it, sure. But a lot of the times it's a confidence thing too. Yeah. You feel a little bit better attempting those saves when you have something. I think it might have been a little better just going for a boost pad on that one and having at least a 12 with confidence. But for now, you are going in, 1 goal down, 4 seconds in on a match point. I mean, we've seen late goals for Team Secret. Now we're seeing an early one, 4 seconds through. Team Secret get one goal, and the birthday boy is the one to sink it. One more game win here on the Coliseum, and it is Wildcard heading home with their key crushed.
Let's see if they can get themselves out of this. No, they're not necessarily having to full reverse sweep. Just need one more to get back into the swing of things. But Team Secret definitely are figuring Wildcard out. Those demos, though, are going to make all the world of difference in this game 4 here, where all the pressure falls onto the shoulders of Wildcard.
Well, chances start finding their way through, and we need to see Wildcard keeping their heads held high. I mean, you saw in the post-game, Torsos is leaning back completely. It becomes so much harder, but goodness me, what a save from Feeve.
This is where Wildcard tend to lose control more often than not. They lose it again off the sidewall, attempted center. Torsos is going to make the clear. And then Head's doing what he can. Manages to get that 100 boost and backflip to make it center. Instead, Wildcard committed a little bit too far. Torsos did manage to get the bailout on it, but you're not going to want to play that risky gamble for the rest of this game, especially, again, you are on match point. This is elimination. Your key gets crushed if you lose this one.
It's definitely go time. OCE have got wait with bated breath. Around head one central, but does get tapped away by Motta into that far corner. See Swift now pick up the mantle. On for a bump for Torsos. Torsos not quite getting that dunk on KV1. A reset, and B-Head can dive in from the blind spot.
And Head just waiting patiently on this one again, really just being a forefront for this team. Got to be a little careful with these clears. I know Fever tried to go up and predict on it, but right now Team Secret, they're anticipating them a lot more than they were, at least in game number 1. 2 up, double commit for this one means a potential open net. Luckily for them, it's a little bit high off the follow-up here, and Team Secret get held at 1.
You approach halfway through the game, and still that 4-second goal in is going to be the one leading. Fever, though, versus one at the back with Motta. Does nearly get bumped out of the way. Fever sees Swift in his sights, isn't able to land it.
I will say I appreciate the variety in some of the shots that we're getting from Wildcard now. Banana Head forcing on through. Here comes Follow, this one out wide. Maybe leaves for a center. Banana Head not ready for it. And they're going to send it on back to each other again. Another demo, another attempt, but Swift already up.
It's been a pretty poor year so far for Wildcard. They've won a single series out of the 3 lands they've attended. It is a terrible record, and this felt like it could have been that turnaround. It still could be. It'd be a big name to take, a big scalp to put on their mantelpiece. Torsos flicks central, Fever on target, drops it low. Torsos, the next one to it.
This is such a beautiful setup from Fever. You gotta just appreciate the amount of control he had to be able to try and get this one back down to Torsos. Confused Team Secret just enough for the follow-up. The fans are rooting for Team Secret, yelling frustration as a tied game with 2 minutes left is back on the docket.
Fever, chance for a double. He gets these angles domestically, but KD1 gets those saves a little bit more often.
Big old clear here too. Back to Wildcard's half. The double demos, Team Secret's getting frustrated, and not in a bad way, but they do want that aggression. They didn't like staying in their own half for too long this time here. Motta's gonna try and send it back. You can see the cheat up. KV1 has been trying to clear paths open for Team Secret as best as he can, but they're taking this one now over to the sky. Unfortunately for them, Wildcard was waiting for them.
Fever, we keep saying his name, but he goes yet for another solo play. It feels a little bit disjointed for Wildcard at the moment. Solo play after solo play. Fever is looking activated, but is it going to be enough to break through that secret machine? Fever does make it awkward in the corner, but B-Head on the backboard, another miss. That's what opened it up before at 0 seconds. But this time, it is saved, and a minute ticks down.
Banana Head almost was able to get past that last one. Torsos commits to it, so does Fever, which means all 3 members of Wildcard are almost dangerously upfield. Team Secret, one clear could end things here, but Torsos off the ceiling. Banana Head finds his angle, and Wildcard take their lead back.
And Team Secret, they've been a team in this series that have had these late equalizers, these late winners at times. This time, it is Wildcard. Game 5 is now on the cards with 40 seconds remaining, but it's a great fake kickoff into the Spanish demo. Swift high, KV1 first to it. The double, it's KV1, but just wide.
Right now, Wildcard got to play very solid defense. That is what is going to keep them in this one. You can't falter. Double commit, but he keeps it out. The team pitch to Torsos denied off, but 17 on the clock could be more than enough time if Wildcard can hold on to this ball. Banana Head got that 100 boost pad, but it's taken away from him. They try to make the center over to Swift, and Swift, can he lead?
No chance though. That fake wasn't quite enough. B-Head now wants to 50 it straight into the ground. He gets the 50, he gets the ground, and we get game 5.
Wildcard, really, truly, you cannot count them out. I know a lot of people have the assumption, because they are from OCE, because of what the results of the past have looked like recently, that they cannot, you know, stop a higher level team like Team Secret, right? Reminder that this is the team that took KC to a game 5, that scared them more than anybody else had at the Birmingham Major. Their standards for themselves are fairly high because they are more than aware that they are capable of taking down a team like Team Secret.
Bear in mind as well that Team Secret aren't just playing for themselves here, they're playing for their org. The Club Championship is so on the line here. If they win this series, they get top 9. They need to then win one more, but a win here would keep them alive. They need 2 top 8s. They've currently got a first place of Team Secret as an org. They need one more top 8, and then they lock in, I believe, at least $500,000. It is one of the biggest one of the biggest series this Team Secret will ever play. They need to, however, not think of that. They need to think of themselves. Let's take this game.
They know about it. We've talked to some of the, you know, the back end of the orgs on interviews. They've made mention that they opt not to tell their players to alleviate some pressure for them. Strat. But Wildcard on the other end of things, they aren't competing in club championships. They're here for ego, for pride. In this game of 5, it is last chance opportunity. Loser gets their key crushed.
We've seen how these games go down to the absolute wire in pretty much every single one so far. Tors, gorgeous save. Pretty sure the angle was on there for Motta. B-Head onto his own backboard, and the boost grab, and Possess moves forward with it. Fever the next man to it. Instead, he's going to be heading to the graveyard, and a double demo leaves Torsos on his own, and he comes through with the ball.
A little bit too fast for himself off that one. They almost had whipped out an open net for themselves with the double demo in the back end, but for now, Banana Head's going to do the cheat up, which leaves Torsos racing back to make the save. Thankfully, he does. Gets the beat in the race on that one, but first minute of gameplay, Wildcard, they're coming in at a very high level of speed, but it's been forcing these really wide shots.
I really feel like that could have been on target. Like it was going slow enough, it had an opportunity to, but the 1-2-3 play, but the third, unfortunately for Wildcard, was Motta. I think this really could be a 1-0. A Wildcard, they let that chance go.
Let's see what they can work with here. Swift trying to find his teammate. Motta has tried to center it off the ceiling. It was a good idea. Fortunately for them, it just was red. All 3 members of Wildcard were in the net. This time 2 keep out KV1's attempt. And there's Banana Head again. That midline he just owns.
Yeah, wasn't able to work it past that man coming through to challenge him. Swift, though, normally has those angles. Instead opts to go straight towards Motta. And a scoring machine has Motta been in this series so far.
Right now, Team Secret, they are a little all over the place. I will say they are still connected. It's more about finishing through on a lot of these plays. Motta cheating upfield, nobody to bump or take out. It was more just a shot opportunity loss. Another attempt off the ceiling is kind of becoming a little bit more frequent for this Team Secret squad. They're trying to get power off of it, but Wildcard's doing the same thing off the ground.
I love seeing Banana Head just cutting about in the orange half, seeing if he can get rid of as many players as possible. Great 50 from Team Secret. But the next hand to it is going to be Tors. The reset is on the cards to the backboard. The double is shut down by the defender. Halfway through the game, and my word, these 2 teams are devastatingly even.
They really and truly are. Again, they have already faced off. This is a moment for Wildcard to redeem themselves in the head-to-head. Completely scoreless, though, in this Game 5, the one that matters most for Team Secret. 500K and a club championship spot on the line for Wildcard. The best result of their entire season is right in front of them. Torsos off the ceiling, sent off by KV1, but Banana Head's not gonna let the play end there. Another touch sent down. Wildcard slowly inching forward.
There's a chance there for Torsos to get it more into the orange half, as it has seemed like this pressure is just going back and forth every time. Motta's the one to connect with that. 90 seconds, and there are 2 keys on the line, but only one's going to be surviving. Into that back right corner, Motta, his chance, denied. Fever, it's up, sees Banana Head, sees maybe his name in lights. Isn't going to be able to do either, as the Team Secret defense swarms.
Really big clear on this one. You got to take your time with it, though, and they will. Torsos air dribbling all the way forward. Swift stops him dead in his tracks. Team Secret haven't been able to spot each other in that blue side for quite some time now. This is one of the better attempts at a clear, but for now, that Torsos lead is keeping him in that orange half. Finally, a demo out for Team Secret, off the ceiling, down, shot into the corner.
I don't want to imagine what the nerves are like right now for both of these sides. Swift has to get that clear well, and does so spectacularly. Finds Motta up on the backboard, a reset. And again towards KV1, now B-Head versus Swift, versus the birthday boy. Banana Head bumps straight back into it. Final 30.
Such low boost for Team Secret right now. They're trying to gather their resources as Fever goes to Banana Head.
Jump.
Banana Head tries to go in, but it's on target and out. Banana Head still circling, though, lurking menacingly as these next 15 go by.
What speed from Fever. Ends up securing it. KV1 on the backboard. No boost for anyone on Secret, but a huge clear. Banana Head waits and lurks, keeps it to himself. It's a safe touch. We're going to be seeing Wildcard keep it up. 0 seconds has not been kind to them so far. Swift up high. Next one to it is KV1, but no! Overtime again!
I would expect absolutely nothing less. Golden Goal gets a golden key in their hand to crush. Swift bumped off for his effort. Torsos has no boost in the tag. He's just going to try and hand it off and get his team on the right track, but they got to play this one a little bit safer, and he does. He stays. You see him lurking further in that deep third in preparation for exactly this, the shot transition out.
It's the third overtime in the series, and so far it has been so neck and neck, and it's a chance. It's KV1 yet again. Team Secret at the death. Destroy the dreams of Wildcard. First the Raleigh Major, second Game 5, third their key.
An incredible